The New York Times put out a perfect example of how out of touch our legislators are. These representatives make $174,000 a year, yet they say it is not enough to live on. But when you look at their districts, the majority make 3 times the salary of one of their citizens.
Washington's expensive.
So let's get this straight. You make $174,000 a year and can't afford DC, but somehow the average American is able to live there on $7.25 an hour.
Living adjustments.
I think there needs to be at least an inflationary adjustment.
I think it should at least keep up with inflation.
So to combat the cost of living in DC, they're asking for an inflation adjustment. Yet, they will not do the same for the working class. Minimum wage has remained at $7.25 since 2009. We have not tied that wage to inflation, so why should it be any different for Congress?
Ought to be concerned about the future in terms of who can afford to do this.
Do you want it to still be the house of the people? Or do you want it to be only wealthy people?
But here's the thing. Only 2% of Congress is from the working class. The House is already filled with wealthy people and has not been the House of the people for over 60 years. Then you start looking into the net worth of these people in this interview, and it's disgusting to say the least. Ken Buck, $1 million net worth. Anna Eshoo, $10.3 million. Earl Blumenheimer, $12.6 million. Tell me, how are you struggling financially while us working folks are scraping the bottom of the barrel just to survive on scraps? Maybe it is time for our representatives to take their own advice and simply get a better job. Or maybe skip the $100 glass of wine and salmon at dinner and learn how to cook at home. Or maybe pull yourself up by your bootstraps and get a second job and stop being lazy. How much more proof do we need to see until we say enough is enough and start electing individuals who are actually grounded in reality and know the woes of the working class?